Hello. So, after a bottle of cheap champagne, red wine. Now, on my, oh my God, second Facebook page, there was a young man called Gary, not me, in America, gay lad, and on his feed he said, what even the fuck is a gallon? And so I messaged him. I said, are you serious? He says, yes, we don't use gallons. He's in America. He's an American. But we have an English imperial gallon and the Americans have a US imperial gallon, which is a little bit smaller, like penises, than the English style. But you go to a fucking you go to a gasoline stand in America and you put in gallons of fuel. And you're very lucky because they're very cheap. Very, very cheap. So how can a young man, and I'm sure he's like 17, 18, 19, he maybe have started university, but even if he's like fucking 16, you should know that a fucking gallon is like 8 pints. If you're getting into more difficult, there are a lot more complicated measurements. For example, like a chain is 22 yards. A furlong is 8 chains. Now, you wouldn't expect people to know that, but a little bit older and you've got a sense for these things, you learn because you fucking read. And if this young man is typical of today's youth, older people have got to start fucking shooting them. We've got to fucking start again. But also we need to shoot the politicians, because it's the politicians that is responsible for not giving the chance for these young people to fucking get a good education. They're not putting the money into the system. They're not training people. There are no fucking proper jobs. We won't even educate our fucking children properly. But when fucking America is slagging Russia and Russians, they fucking teach their children properly. There's no fucking pussyfooting around. There's no fucking standing for shit. They teach them. In their satellite countries, they taught them. They spoke fucking several languages. And America, what did they do? They just fucking bragged off. And you got a nation that barely spoke fucking one language, never mind a second. And now a young man is saying that what the fuck is a gallon? What the fuck is a gallon? Can you fucking believe that? It's not their fault. It's the government's fault. Because they won't allow the businesses, the homeowners, to pay the duty into the system which will pay for these young men and women and children to get a fucking education. Because for some reason, they just want to store all the fucking money up. They want to store all the money up in these fucking Cayman Islands. We need to start killing politicians. It's as simple as that. The greedy politicians. Most of America and English politicians are old bastards. You cannot take the fucking money with you. You've got to spend the money. You've got to make it go round. You've got to turn it round. This also includes fucking educating people, not just educating a few people. Because if you just educate a few people, you end up with cunts like Margaret Thatcher and Ted Heath who go for elocution lessons. We need to educate everyone to a basic standard where they can fucking multiply fucking 12 times 12 and 17 times 17. And they can do it in a second. And not fucking... Stop asking me those questions. Because if we fucking don't, we'll be overtaken. Today's youth, these millennials, it's not their fucking problem. It's not their fucking fault. It's the fucking politicians' fault. Because these kids, they need a fucking slap around the fucking head. They need a good slap around the head. And the politicians stop their parents from fucking doing it. Because now, we're fucked. We really are fucked. We need these young cunts to be paying our pensions. But if they can't get a fucking decent job, or they're paying off their fucking shit degree fucking loan, anyway, I digress. Thanks for watching. If you think that most politicians are cunts, please click like and share. Bye bye.